So it looks like 19 people were charged in an alleged Mexican Mafia conspiracy to kill Southside rapper Swifty Blue. Now let's jump right into it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe. I usually only do shorts, but I had to pop out for this one. Let's load up that clip. Swifty Blue. It looks like Swifty Blue is back on the news, front page, LA Times, after LA County prosecutors on Wednesday charged 19 people with conspiring to murder a rapper who allegedly angered a member of the Mexican Mafia, a prison-based syndicate of Latino gang members. According to a complaint filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court, accused Mexican Mafia member Manuel Snuffy Quintero issued an order in 2022 to kill Nelson Abrego, who performs under the name Swifty Blue. It looks like in the complaint, prosecutors described a conspiracy that played out over TikTok messages, recorded jail calls, drawing in prisoners from Kern County, jail inmates in downtown LA, and gang members in Paramount, the southeast LA County city that both Quintero and Abrego call home, aka Swifty. Quintero, 49, the guy that they allege was trying to mastermind the whole thing, was arrested Wednesday and has yet to enter a plea. It looks like it wasn't clear from court records whether he has a lawyer or not yet. He's allegedly a longtime member of the Paramount Varrio gang, and according to the LA Times, they're saying that Quintero has served prison time for assault, manufacturing scante, and false imprisonment. Court records show. Now let's take it back to New Year's Eve in 2022, where they say an alleged subordinate of Quintero, who goes by the name of Clever Leyva, told an informant he notified gang members in Paramount, Compton, and downtown LA that they had instructions to attack Abrego on site, the complainant said. So that's crazy because these fools literally were talking to an informant the whole time. Who knows if it was a gang member? So in the middle of all this, there's literally an informant who has yet to be revealed. And this fool Clever was pretty much talking to an informant the whole time, telling him what he wanted to do to Swifty, how they're gonna catch him downtown. They're pretty much planning it out, and that informant was just soaking it all in. Leyva, 34, is now in custody in an unrelated federal case that charges him with selling drugs and guns in Imperial County. He pleaded guilty to trafficking scante in March and has yet to be sentenced. His attorney in the federal case didn't immediately return a request for a comment, but it looks like Clever's gonna be tied all into this as well. And from there, the informant found out what was going on, and he asked Snuff if he's mad at the rapper. Leyva allegedly said of Abrego, aka Swifty, he said, "F him." According to the article, they're saying that it's unclear why Quintero was angry with Swifty, who could not be reached for a comment on Wednesday. So the LA Times reached out to Swifty for a comment. Of course, he's not going to respond. But in 2024, he did have an interview with the LA Times where Swifty declined to discuss any potential issues with the mafia or jailhouse politics. Swifty said previously that his music resonates with people because everybody wants to be gangster. And from there, the case went cold until 8 months later after he spoke to the informant. The complaint says Leyva warned another person in a TikTok message to stay away from Swifty. "Let me give you a little 411 so you don't get misguided with the internet," he wrote. With Swifty, his career is done. So they were watching him through TikTok, Instagram, everything. The informant had all kinds of intel on the situation, and that's why I always tell you guys, I straight up feel like there's the LA hip-hop police, gang police, or whatever you want to call them, that really just pay attention to all the rappers, what's going on, and they kind of just try to build a case off of it. From there, he said, "I talked to him, tried to guide him, but he didn't listen." Leyva allegedly continued, adding that now the rapper was getting his blues in the men's central jail, so they were listening to the phone call, huh? In November 2023, Swifty was jailed on a gun possession charge. Onísimo Vamps Gonzalez held 2 cells down from the rapper, called his mother, and told her to ask an associate if the one who sing was still good. Wait a minute, hold up. So this fool called his mom to tell her about the situation? That's crazy, I'm not even gonna lie. So from there, Gonzalez's mother hung up the phone. When her son called back, she allegedly said, "He's no good." Man, Granny was a gangster too, I'm not even gonna lie. But this whole phone, talking on the phone, sending TikTok messages about the situation, that might be their ultimate downfall because that's all recorded, obviously. All right, let's keep reading. So now it says both Gonzalez and his mother are charged in the conspiracy. Gonzalez was already in custody, but Dominga Gonzalez, 66, was arrested Wednesday at her Bellflower home, according to a statement from the FBI. Dang, they got the FBI involved in this thing too. That's crazy. So his mom got caught up in this whole conspiracy just for talking on the phone about it. 2 days after mother and son spoke, another jail inmate, Jonathan Dreamer Quevedo, called the man in prison in Kern County who was using a contraband cell phone, according to the complainant. Isn't that where MoneySign Suede passed away? Was it that prison? What prison was it? Comment down below. I forgot. So from there, after mentioning Swifty Blue, Quevedo allegedly asked Jacob Eagle David if he recalled the Raza rapper who was in the shower. So they definitely talking about MoneySign Suede, because everybody knows that he unfortunately was attacked in the shower, and that's where he took his last breath. So just from reading this, I could already see that the FBI, the feds, whoever's on this case are definitely going to try to link MoneySign Suede's death and the green light that they have on Swifty Blue and try to tie it all together like on some YSL, like a big indictment. That's what I see happening. But let me know what you guys think so far in the comments. Let's jump right back into it. Prosecutors believe that this was in reference to Jaime Brugada Valdez, a rapper known as MoneySign Suede, R.I.P. MoneySign Suede, who was stabbed to death in the showers at the correctional training facility in Soledad in 2023. Oh, so it happened in Soledad. The end result should be the same, allegedly replied David, who was in prison for carjacking and robbery. So they were listening to all these fools on the phone. They had them all tapped. They were letting them have phones in jail, prison, whatever, so they could listen and get some more info for this kind of indictment. That's crazy. The next day, the complaint said David instructed Quevedo to tell the attackers, handle that shit with prejudice. You know, how's that like a court term? Well, this shit is prejudice. So pretty much telling him, don't take it easy on Swifty, handle it like it was a personal issue. They're really trying to take this fool head off and put him in the cemetery next to MoneySign Suede. That's crazy. They were really mad at Swifty, and only Swifty and them know. I'm not gonna put out the business and say what happened or what not happened. But some people would allege that his whole checking in scheme really angered a lot of people and some of his antics online, but I would never pinpoint it to that. There could be a lot of other things in the background, but let me know what you guys think so far. And if you made it this far in the video, you're the real MVP. Hit that like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let's reach 200,000 subscribers and let's keep it going. And this is when things get tricky. They say when inmates were let out of their cells at 5:30 the next morning to take a shower, Slick, Largo, and Crazy entered Abrego's cell, the complainant says, while Michael Weasel Ortiz obstructed a nearby camera. Bueno, Shanila, Valle beat the rapper, sliced him, prosecutors charged. About 5 hours later, Quevedo called a woman from jail and asked her to tell David in state prison that Swifty Blue got his rap session, according to the complaint. They didn't really get a good show, Quevedo allegedly said. Expect them to be performing in probably the 4,000 floor, another area of the jail, here soon. So they knew that they didn't take him out fully because the guards or somebody came in, but they were planning on fully executing him if they had the chance. It goes to show you that the streets, the music game, the music industry, prison, everything's all connected, especially if you're Mexican. So now let's fast forward to 2024. The attempt on Swifty's life was unsuccessful, and by March 2024, the complaint says Leyva told Joshua Demon Juan in a TikTok message the rapper was recording a live stream outside his family home as we speak. So they were watching that fool. They were trying to see if he goes live and possibly trying to find out where he was at. From there, Juan, not Juan like Juan, but like Juan drove to the house at 1 a.m. and sent Leyva photography of a gun in the cup holder of a car. According to the complaint, he ain't here, he wrote to Leyva. Later, Juan allegedly told Leyva he sent people to vandalize Swifty's family home. From what I heard, they pulled up to Swifty Blue's mom's house, and it even says here, according to the complaint, he sent photography of graffiti that read Swifty Blue 187, a reference to the California Penal Code section for murder. According to the LA Times, they're saying that Juan, 37, eluded arrest Wednesday and remains at large, according to the FBI. Man, this is a crazy story. I'm not even gonna lie, it's like a novela. Someone's definitely gonna make like a Netflix show out of this because it's a pretty crazy story. I'm not even gonna lie. And Swifty, he's lucky to be alive with that many people charged to try to take him out, and he actually survived. I'm actually surprised that he's still alive. If you made it to the end of this video, I want to know what you guys think about the whole situation. What do you think about Swifty Blue? Do you think he's gonna have to cooperate in the situation? Does it matter if he cooperates or not? Because it seems like the feds, they got all the information they need. This is gonna be a crazy case. We're gonna stay tuned. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And until next time, let's load up that clip.